Hello, I'm Olivia Wayne and welcome to the SheerLuxe Show. We have a fab show for you today with fashion, culture, beauty and shopping. It is all in there. First of all, Polly is on the stand with her ultimate guide to the sandals you need this summer and how to style them from Gladiators to chunky slides. There's a style for everyone. The seriously stylish Jessica Skye is here. She's taking us through a day in her life and showing us how she uses the new shopping platform everyone needs to know about. And finally, Heather is telling what's hot in culture this month, from what to read and what food to try. She has you covered. But first, it is chat time with the lovely Lou, Sherry and Patricia. Welcome all. Hello, ladies. Happy post-Jubilee to you all. How are you?
Good.
Good. All right, let's jump in. Best dressed celeb of the week. We have seen so many celebrities on our TV screens this week. Lou, go on, kick us off.
I just think Kate needs a serious shout out. She looks...
Kate Moss, for those who...
No, I was going to say Middleton.
Oh.
We'll come to that, Kate. Yeah.
Rewind.
Which normally I would always be like Kate Moss first,
yes.
but I think Kate, she looked incredible. All her outfits this weekend,
Every
stunning.
single one was...
In particular, the yellow Emilia Wickstead, like a lemon. She looked so chic. She had her hats to perfection all weekend. I think she was also wearing self-portrait, that with a white blazer dress, which she's worn a few times. Love how she rewears it.
That's her thing, and she does it well.
But yeah, I just thought she looked so perfect for the occasion.
To be fair to her, does she ever get it wrong for any occasion?
I was really appreciate her outfits and her style, but I'm never like, wow, oh my gosh, and I really felt that this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, she always looks amazing, doesn't she? But they're like a little bit safe, maybe.
Yeah.
But these ones, I also loved the like fuchsia
Yeah.
pink that she wore on the balcony.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I'm not saying it to be controversial or antagonistic, but do you think she was a bit like, why am I being weird? Meghan is coming. I need to really lock this in. Or do you not think she even thinks like that? Because
No,
she's like a classy princess.
I don't think she would think like that. I think people would like to think there's like a bit more
Like me
rivalry
right now.
than there is.
What,
but
really?
I don't know. I don't feel like she'd be like, oh, it's time to up my game. I think like she knew what the situation was, and I think she nailed the dress code. I actually think Meghan looked really great as well.
You know what she did, and that must have been a very daunting prospect for Meghan.
Yeah.
And I thought she looked very chic and appropriate, and and also not even though she was in white, it wasn't kind of too impactful that it was trying to take
Jackie
away.
O, and like I loved her little hat and her gloves.
Her
I think
gloves,
she looked,
yeah,
looked
very
really,
nice, very
really
cool.
chic. And I
Okay,
think she carried
so
herself
but
well.
Kate, for you,
Yeah, I was really like, wow, when I saw the lemon Emilia Wickstead, I was like, wow, that's a real moment. And like Queenie loves that colour, so
Queenie does. And by the way, Queenie is my best dressed.
yeah.
I'm not sure how.
amazing.
Do you know what she did? And she was really wearing like the green in particular was really like, it's one of the colours of the season, isn't
Yeah.
it? And she nailed it. I mean, she always nails.
Do you think she knew she was Bottega?
Yeah, I said I want the Bottega green, please.
So on trend.
But you want to see her, and she looked well, and the colours made her look healthy and glowy.
Yeah.
And her skincare routines. Excellent at the moment. And I think we all felt a bit. Well, I hope like just
She makes your
loving
heart warm,
fondness.
doesn't she?
Does.
She
I mean,
really did.
I know it's not fashion, but the whole Paddington thing.
Yeah.
I've watched it like 100 times.
That was so
What a
sweet.
good sport
So
she
sweet.
is.
Yeah.
I bet she's a right laugh behind closed doors. Okay, Patricia, who's your best dressed?
Well, I mean, Kate. We love Kate. But I mean, from the week or from the Jubilee.
Well, we can branch out. There was the MTV Movie Awards, wasn't
Yeah,
there?
we were talking that it wasn't hugely exciting. I know you had one that you loved as well, but I did actually quite like the Valentino mini dress that Vanessa Hudgens wore to present. I think it was when she was presenting. It just was quite fun. I feel like I would have a lot of fun wearing that.
I'll be honest, I scrolled through trying to see, any good ones, and nothing really was that impactful for me.
They weren't that exciting.
I think like
upside down.
the Jubilee was very glamorous and elegant and ladylike, all the outfits. So it was like a real change.
Contrast.
Yeah, we're not seeing literally so much skin. And with that in mind, Sherry, who did you go for?
True. I loved Sydney Sweeney in Miu Miu. I thought she looked so cool.
She always looks amazing.
Yeah, I
She
mean, her
really
body
does.
is built for that outfit.
Yeah.
Did you not also love? I loved that it was like quite euphoria.
It
Like
was
the
very
outfit.
Euphoria.
Like I feel like Maddie would have worn it.
No,
Like it was-
Maddie is the other.
no, that's the other one.
Yeah, what was she?
Oh,
playing?
Cassie.
Cassie, that's the one. Yeah.
Can
She
I
was
just
feel
out,
like, yeah.
Can I just tell you something? I binged watched the whole of season 1 of Euphoria this very weekend.
Oh,
Wow.
I haven't
I was
seen
in
it.
an
Oh
event.
my God, it's amazing.
What did you think?
I thought it was phenomenal
It's
and I
a-
loved it.
amazing.
And
It's
so I knew who she
very
was
intense.
when you actually had her on the list. I was like, I know who Sydney Sweeney is.
You forget that they're adults in real life, not actual children.
Yes, so
Well, they
it's
are on the
actually
show.
appropriate with what she's wearing. Okay, and what about a word for Kate Moss?
Yeah, I mean, insane. Like the 90s bus with Charlotte Tilbury and Naomi Campbell was there, Erin O'Connor, all those 90s icons. And I mean, they just look so cool. Kate in her McQueen vintage Union Jack jacket and this amazing slip dress. She's just always just the coolest of the cool, isn't she?
And also, I don't know, Dep trial, like we won't touch on it, but did you see her give her kind of testimony?
Yes, and I read a whole analysis of her outfit and why she was wearing a pussy bow, and it was really interesting.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Well, of course, there's psychology involved, but
Yeah.
you know, she's just nailed it this week, generally,
Yeah.
just in how she's presented herself.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Go, Kate.
big love to Kate Moss. All right, let's move on. The other big news, obviously, is Love Island's back. Woo! Woo! Right, first up, let's just do a quick whip around. Are we in or are we out?
Definitely.
In.
In hours of my summer, goodbye.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Patricia?
I don't know.
I'm out.
I've always,
Forget it.
Really?
well,
Yeah.
not always. Up until last year, I was always in. I didn't watch it last summer, and I think that's kind of thrown me. Like, I maybe that's just, I don't know. Maybe I will, but I didn't watch it last night. So
I think
maybe
you
I've
have to
just
give
not
it a go.
seen
Like,
it.
see the like. I think the first. So last year's,
Yeah.
I think maybe we watched 3, and I was like, I'm not really into any of you guys as characters, so I'm out. But I think you need to like give them a go. At the
I feel like that
beginning.
always happens as well, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Though, like you always start being like not into any of these.
Yeah.
My cousin,
Yeah.
fun
Big bro
fact,
on
my
you.
cousin was on last. He's like my second cousin, but he was on last
Ooh.
year.
Yeah. My second cousin twice
And I was like,
removed.
why am I not watching this?
Oh.
But so maybe one of my cousins will be on this year. I'll watch it.
I think I get it. I love it. I'm not against Love Island. I absolutely love Love Island. But I do think a 10-week commitment every night or whatever it is, it's too much pressure. Like, I
Yeah.
can't bear if you miss a night because you go out, you then have to catch up. And it's too much stress.
do you
There's
allocate-
enough going on in the
I-
world.
I
though.
have like 0 plans Monday to Friday. Like that is like ideal for me. Like that will be my plans.
Maybe it's
So-
because I've got a tiny human. That's precious.
Yeah, you guys have obviously
from
got
7
more to your
till
lives
10.
than I do.
I'm like,
Do you know
this
what,
is
though?
free
Well-
time for me to do something with. Maybe I should be watching Love Island.
Interestingly, when I had when my humans were tiny, that was my best time because it was like I knew if the worst case I'd be feeding or my Love Island time. Now it's more like, ooh, maybe I can do something with my life and like create something or learn a language or something other than, you know, whatever. I'll probably get into it. Get back
I
to me
think I
next
will
week.
definitely
Yeah.
get into it.
Was it good,
I'll
more
sit here.
importantly?
What's the what, sorry?
Was it good?
It was good.
Yeah?
I think it was
Good
quite
characters?
strong
Yeah.
first episode. I think for me, year after year, it can feel very repetitive.
Yeah.
Similar characters, the same format, but they shook it up a little bit
Oh.
this year. So,
How? Why?
So the public, I'm not sure who voted because I was not in this vote.
No, I hadn't even seen this vote, so I was like,
No,
is this? Maybe I'm going to go via the app. There was something.
I think it was via the app. So the public actually chose the initial couples rather than them standing forward for each other. So that was different.
That is
Yeah.
a good point of difference.
So that was different. So that was quite nice.
The Villa good? They mixed it up?
Yeah, the villa's big. They've gone up a level.
Yeah.
It's
Still
quite
the
mega.
IKEA cushions?
Yeah, it's all the same. It
all
looks
right.
quite similar, but like
Yeah,
on another
just
scale.
Different platforms
Bigger.
for like lounging out
Yeah, yeah,
areas,
yeah.
right?
And no Casa
exactly.
Amor, is that right?
Yes,
Oh,
that
I
was
read
later.
there was. I feel like I read there was no Casa Amor.
Oh.
Maybe not.
I
I mean,
feel like they're
I
gonna
I
spice-
don't know because I'm
I
not
feel
watching.
like they're going to spice things
Yeah.
up. They had,
Yeah.
you know how they have like everyone gets paired up and then one other person comes
Shame.
in at the end,
Yeah.
and that person is always like an absolute firecracker.
Yeah.
Normally it's a
Oh.
girl. This time it's a like Italian stallion, and he is like so handsome. But Charlotte, Paul, and I were talking about this last night. Like, is that like rogue to throw in like obviously a gorgeous Italian in there?
Also, like day one, that feels like, don't they normally hold off on bringing someone in?
He will. I think by tomorrow he basically has to pick a girl he wants to couple up with, and then so one guy will be out.
Already?
So all the
It all
guys are
happened
like,
so quickly.
yeah.
Oh, see, and already I'm like, oh, this is too much anxiety and stress. I can't deal with it. Right, let's talk about the clothing, shall we, on Love Island. So eBay are the sponsors of Love Island this year, which is a brilliant step forward in getting rid of that fast fashion element of these shows, which you know, you just not going to even name the brands, but you know what I mean. So what is the best second-hand purchase you've ever made? Patricia?
So I do really like secondhand purchases, especially probably more so for like interior stuff. So we go to Hay on Wye a lot, which is just across the Welsh border. And it's like, I think it's known for bookshops, but there's like loads of vintage shops and antiques and stuff. And love getting like cut glass from there. Anybody who watches my reels has probably seen my like decanter. We love that. But my most recent one, which I absolutely love, was a bag, like a leather blue sort of snakeskinny bag. It's not snakeskin, but it's like sort of mottled. I'm not describing it very well, but it's really nice. That's my favourite.
And you love it?
Yeah, absolutely love it.
And why do you love kind of vintage secondhand shopping?
I think I just love to think of like the life, especially with like clothes and bags and stuff, like thinking about like the life it had before me and like that somebody's loved it and then just giving it a bit of new life. I don't know, it's just there's something special about that to think it's been around for a while. I also find that they tend to have like better craftsmanship, maybe. The ones that have lasted like that.
And it's way more unique as well. Like someone can't say, where's that from? And you're like, I got it from Zara. Like, you know, there's a history to it and it's way more unique and it makes your kind of your style, your outfit feel more personal to you, I think, which is really nice.
Absolutely.
And anything with a story or like, I found it here on this special day, it like ties in a whole lovely memory. Absolutely. Love that. Sherry?
Well, this was probably one of the best purchases of my life.
And
it was a surprise.
Oh, that's a statement,
Very
Sherry.
bold. Hear me out. So I think it was like £2.50, really cheap. This was like years ago. And it was a black skirt and it's got frilling on it. It's a really nice like party piece. And I bought it just thinking, it was like no label. I was like, okay, I still like it, I'll buy it. And it got home and it was Stella McCartney. Wow, thank you so much, whoever sold that. That was great for my wardrobe. So yeah, that was a happy surprise.
What a dream.
And do you wear it all the time still? Like, is it still a favourite piece?
Yeah, I do wear it all the time. It's quite versatile, like a black skirt. It goes with, you know, loads of things. So yeah, I love it.
Great one, $2.50. Oh,
I know.
Luke, can you
Cheaper than
beat that?
No, do you know, I am like ashamed to say I really don't have a good secondhand piece. Like I'm not a very
really like
good,
a good Burberry trench or something.
No, I really wish I had. I actually met Anna Vitiello for coffee this morning, and she is like the queen of vintage shopping
and scouring. For
yeah,
things.
and I love the idea of that. And as I was just saying, you know, those pieces have got so much history. They're so much more unique. You can make them so, you know, those kind of little tweaks you can do if whether you're like kind of taking it in somewhere to kind of make the shape a bit more modern. I love that, but I haven't found the one. I'm not very good at kind of scouring through. I think
that's a segment right here. Sign her up.
Yeah.
She's on the hunt.
Yeah, I just bought a secondhand Loewe bag from somebody, so maybe that kind of.
It's still a good purchase.
Yeah,
isn't it?
but yeah, not from eBay. So I'll come back to me.
Oh,
I'm gonna try.
eBay specific. I didn't even think of that.
Well, anyway, a secondhand piece. But so yeah, I just got a Loewe basket.
I have one I'll tell you about. No, well, a nice one for me is, when I was at university, there was really good like thrift shops in Birmingham. And I got a very pretty like summer ditzy dress. But that dress I wore the first morning after, but nothing dodgy, just be hung out with my husband. And he's always like, that dress, I'll never forget you walking off, and I was working at Stella McCartney at the time. He was like, off you went to work in that dress, and I'll never forget that dress. And whenever it comes out, it's like, that's that dress. Like, he remembers it, and it was literally, like £2, but I liked it, you know? Yeah. So I'll never get rid of it, even if I can't get it on. All right, thank you so much, ladies. That was so much fun. Right, next up, it's Polly and her guide to all the sandals you need in your life this summer.
Hi guys, I'm Polly, SheerLuxe's fashion broadcaster, and I'm here with you today to give you my ultimate guide on all the summer sandals you need this season. From chunky ones to more delicate ones, we really have something to suit every style and every budget too. So keep on watching if you're in the market for something new. So I'm going to kick off with some Birkenstock Style sandals because they pretty much go with everything. I think that's kind of the beauty of them. I've picked the classic Birkenstock Arizona in a metallic silver. You can really get them in so many different colours that go with everything, but I kind of like how the metallic you know, just adds a little something extra to your look. I've got a couple of other options for you as well. These are from Zara, so a kind of nice, affordable price point, but I just think they are so nice. They look so much more expensive than they are. I've got a nice kind of little gold buckle detail here. They look pretty comfortable as well, a nice sort of cushioned sole. So if you're looking for something a bit more budget friendly, I would definitely give these a go. Next up, we have a slightly more elevated pair from Isabel Marant. They are kind of that same shape as the Birk, but we've got this eyelet detail in there, which just gives them a bit more of an edge. And, you know, if you really want to go premium with your Birkenstock Style sandal, then these are the ones to go for. They also come in a kind of taupe colour as well. But I just love that kind of black suede. It's a bit softer than harsh black as well sometimes. Next up is the Dad Sandal. They're a bit of a Marmite style. Not everyone loves them, but I absolutely love them. I think they're amazing. They've been around for a little while. Obviously, Chanel kind of made them what they are, kind of pioneered the style, I guess. There are lots of different kind of more budget-friendly options out there for you, and I've grabbed my two favorites that I found. The first pair is this denim design, which are from Dune, and I just think they're super cool. Chanel have done a denim in the past, and these look pretty convincing to me. I know a couple of people that have these and say they're super comfortable. Okay, next we have a slightly lighter pair. These are Tony Bianco via ASOS, and definitely one of the best dupes that I've found. They are so similar in shape and style to the white Chanel ones that I have. They're a slightly softer sort of beigey cream colour as well, which is super flattering, with a nice sort of gum sole as well, but they've still got the quilting on there as well. They just look super comfortable, and they're real leather, so you can be sure they're going to last you a long time and hopefully won't rub your feet as well. So big fan of those. I'm going to go in with something a little more feminine now because not everyone loves the chunky style. So next up, we're going to talk about the lace-up Gladiator style. It's been around forever. They don't really go out of style, and there's definitely still a place for them in your sandal collection. This pair that I'm wearing is from Zara, and I'm obsessed with them. They look so expensive, especially with that kind of jingly jangly detail. It's a bit like wearing jewelry, but on your feet. Another couple of pairs I've got are slightly more high end, so if you do want to invest in them, these are the ones to go for. First up is this black pair from the brand TIMECODES. You've probably heard of these with regards to this kind of style. They're kind of synonymous with the ankle tie sandal. They come in loads of different colors, and this black pair is kind of, yeah, it's a nice black suede, really delicate, really easy to just throw on for day and night. And finally, we have another kind of brown leather pair, but just a slightly richer brown shade, again in a suede. These are by a brand called A. Emery. They feel really nice and sturdy, so these will definitely stand the test of time. Sticking with the more delicate theme, we have the simple leather slide, which has kind of been popularized by the likes of Saint Laurent, Hermes with the Oran style. People love them, I think, because they're such a classic shape that really just is a slide on and go for anything from the beach to the city, everything in between. So firstly, we have these little brown leather slides, which are from Zara, another Zara style, which is super cool and looks really expensive. And next up, slightly more expensive, but still kind of pretty affordable compared to the likes of Hermes, we have these ancient Greek sandals in a nice black leather instead. Really simple again, but so chic and such a classic shape that you'll be able to wear for years and years to come. They're so cool, and ancient Greek sandals really do this style so well. And to finish off, we're going to go back to something chunky, and this time we're talking about platforms. They're having a real moment this season in particular, and designers from The Row to Giorgini have all created their own style. The Row in particular, their Ginza style, which is a kind of platform flip-flop, has done so well over the last few years, and a couple of the styles I've chosen are definitely inspired by that. The first pair I have are by the Attico. I'm not gonna lie, these are seriously heavy, but they're so cool. First up is this mango pair. These are definitely inspired by the Row, but they definitely feel a little less chunky, a bit more kind of palatable, everyday, manageable height. They do have a slight incline as well, but they still feel like they're going to be comfortable, a nice cushioned sole, a classic sort of flip-flop style up the top there. And then next, and finally, we have this slightly more Gladiator style platform, which is by Russell and Bromley. Look, obviously you need to see them on. They don't look quite so good when they're off the foot, but they are amazing on. Seriously cool platform. They're actually not too heavy to wear, which is great. A really nice sort of toe loop there, which is super cool. And that is everything for today. All of the sandals that I've talked about, plus the outfits I've been wearing, will be linked in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks so much, Polly. Loved that. Seriously helpful. Now, here at SheerLuxe, we are currently working in partnership with WeShop, the clever new platform that allows you to make shares whilst you shop for everything from fashion to beauty to homeware. And we're not the only ones. Some of our favourite influencers and content creators are getting in on the action too. Next up, Jessica Skye takes us through a day in her life and all the handy ways WeShop helps her buy her favourite things whilst making money too.
Hi everyone, I'm Jess and I'm going to show you a typical day in my life. I've just started using the amazing new shopping platform, WeShop, where you can buy and recommend products while earning shares and growing your savings. When I wake up, I get going with my morning skincare. I love this serum by Chanel, which firms and brightens your skin. As I apply it today, I realise I haven't posted it on my WeShop account, so anyone who follows me can shop it too. I just add the link, then you can purchase it. And if they buy it via WeShop, they can earn 20% back in shares. After skincare, it's time for a quick workout. This morning, I'm doing a low impact bodyweight session with some ankle weights, so I really feel the burn. After that, it's time for a bit of work, but not before I take a quick outfit selfie. This Loewe bag has been one of my best purchases, and I want my WeShop followers to be able to shop it too. A quick bite to eat on the go, and I refresh the app to check on the most up-to-date share price. WeShop lets me track the value of my shares, which is a fun way to see how much money I can make on the platform in real time. I love checking out all the new ins across my favourite retailers, all of whom I follow via WeShop. I'm often asked for fashion advice by my friends. I remind them that if they use WeShop to buy items from their favourite retailers, they can earn shares on the platform. It's convinced lots of them to sign up. They love the fact you can earn shares just by recommending a product too. Time for a quick outfit change. Okay, let's set the mood. Switching up your makeup is one of the best ways to take your look from day to night. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury palette to amp up the eyes a little, a bit of extra concealer and a bronzer never hurts. A dab of the Hourglass's new glossy balm on my lips and cheeks, and I'm good to go. Wow, I'm uploading that straight to WeShop. Right, one last outfit photo, and before I head out the door, I quickly refresh the app to see what my favourite followers have been posting about, including SheerLuxe, of course. I love those sunnies, and that rose ink lipstick looks right up my street too. Thanks for spending the day with me, guys. See you later, and remember to follow me on WeShop to see more of my recommendations.
Thank you, Jessica. Earning money while shopping? What's not to love? All right, finally today, Heather is here to share exactly what's on her hot list this month.
Hello, my name's Heather. I'm Managing Lifestyle Editor at SheerLuxe, and this is my June hot list. The interiors launch that I've been all over this year, because I think it launched just before Christmas, but I've been picking up bits and bobs over the last few months, is Gladiators, which is a company that was founded by Laura Jackson. It's basically everything interiors, and it's a real range of things from tableware to candles to art. If you're looking for a present for anyone, so a couple of things I've got recently are these glass coasters, which are by a ceramicist called David Perry, and I've got a few different colours of these, but this is the orange and pink one. I've also, in my kitchen, I've got a black and white spoon rest as well that's made by the same guy. I've also bought some for my friends in exactly the same colour for a wedding present recently, and also they come in lots of different colours. And then another thing are these lovely wine glasses, which are only £6 each, and I just think that's the sort of style of glass that everyone's using at the moment. You can use them as water glasses or wine glasses, and they look so nice on an outdoor table. I think if you're looking for especially sort of artwork or little touches, then yeah, definitely give Glassette a look, because it's got loads of really, really good things. The film I'm most excited about this month is called Men, and it stars Jessie Buckley, who lots of us in the office are a huge fan of. She was in Cabaret recently, and she is the main focus of this new film called Men, that's shot by Alex Garland, who has done some really interesting sci-fi-esque things in the past. He did Annihilation, which came out 2 years ago, and that's Natalie Portman, and he also did Debs, which was a really, really interesting series that was on HBO a couple of years ago. So the film itself centres on a woman called Harper who's had a recent tragedy in her life, and she goes to the countryside to get some time to herself and sort of grieve and come to terms with what's happened. She's greeted by a man who owns the house. He's played by Rory Kinnear, who's obviously another esteemed, amazing actor. But I think lots of very strange things start happening to her while she's in this house and in this sort of remote place in the UK. It just looks really interesting. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give anything away, but if you're looking for something a little bit different to watch this month, I definitely think that film's well worth checking out. So my favourite drink right now to have at home is a new launch from Heppel, which are a company from up in Northumbria, and I think I've spoken about their gin before and the rim that they do as well, like a sort of salt but not salt rim that you can do on cocktail. But their newest launch is a Douglas fir flavoured vodka. It might sound ever so slightly weird, but trust me, it tastes so distinctive and lovely, and it's also got notes of melon and grapefruit as well as sort of pine needles. It's got that sort of freshness, I suppose, that you might associate with the smell of woods and trees. They suggest just having it over ice in the summer, which is lovely, or just in a classic gin and tonic, but I've also been using it occasionally to make a martini at home and can confirm it's absolutely delicious. So if you're looking for something slightly different to drink and bring out at parties this summer, I definitely recommend Heppel Spirits. So the new food launch I'm loving this month is the newest flavour from crisp brand Torres, which is a brand from Barcelona. You'll recognise them because they do those truffle crisps that everyone goes mad for, but the newest flavour that they've launched, which I think are amazing, are, and wait for it, fried egg flavour. So as you can see, this bag is empty because obviously I had to try them before saying how great they were. I did order some more, they didn't show up on time, so yeah, forgive the empty bag. Genuinely taste amazing. So they've got a really nice sort of savoury flavour to them. They do actually taste like fried eggs, I guess because they've still got that sort of fried quality that you'd get with chips and potatoes anyway. You can get them from Sous Chef and lots of other places I've spotted. I mean, I love crisps anyway, but this new flavour is absolutely amazing, and I hope they're not just a limited edition because they're genuinely great. The most memorable restaurant I've been to recently is a new one called Caravel. It's on the Regent's Canal. So it's a restaurant from Finn and Lorcan Spiteri, whose dad does Sessions Art Club and has been involved with St John for ages, and between them they've worked at Rochelle Canteen and Quo Vadis, so lots of amazing places. They've opened a new restaurant on an old Dutch barge on the canal, and it's such an atmospheric spot. It's obviously in a lovely part of town. It's so romantic and lovely and cosy down there. There's sort of 40 seats and lots of little tables, and it's all sort of atmospherically lit. When I went, there was a lovely prawn toast dish, which was really, you know, a refined, interesting take on it. Then there was also an amazing sort of radicchio risotto. There was a crab tagliatelle. So yeah, if you're in the market for a restaurant to go to, especially once the weather starts getting even nicer throughout the summer and you want to sort of walk along the canal, I would definitely 100% recommend getting a table at Caravel. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've seen a couple of things you like. I'll be back again in a couple of months. See you then. Thank you. Bye-bye.
So that's it for today. Thank you so much to Jessica, Polly, Heather, and of course, Patricia, Sherry, and Lou. On next week's show, Laura Black is sharing her wardrobe essentials for summer. We are chatting all things sustainable fashion. Summer Pine is showing us how to make a delicious midweek supper, and lots more. In the meantime, we would love it if you could comment below, give us a thumbs up, and do subscribe if you haven't yet. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Goodbye.